Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we're going to be playing some more Brothers War Early Access Standard thanks to Wizards. We got access to the cards a day early to try out a bunch of new things. We did a bunch of decks yesterday, and we have those all up on the YouTube. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit more budget-friendly and free-to-play friendly. So this is a deck that you can build completely out of commons and uncommons. We're going to give it a shot and see how it plays out. This is really hopeful for folks that are either just getting new to the game or haven't really spent their wild cards or doing drafts and just want to play something on the ladder for the time being. So it's a mono red prowess burn deck, and we're kind of built around Monastery Swiftspear that got reprinted. So 1 mana 1/2 haste prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets a 1/1 buff till the end of turn. We also have Dwarven Forge-Chanter, 2 mana 1/3 prowess, and its ward ability is pay 2 life. So even if they kill it, they still take 2 damage, which is pretty good. We have Electrostatic Infantry that gets bigger whenever we cast instants of sorceries. And then we have some Phoenix Chick just as an evasive recurable creature. Now looking at the non-creature spells. Ancestral Anger gives our prowess stuff trample. It also lets us cycle and give us a boost in power. Kumano pings, buffs, and is a creature. Play with Fire, Lightning Strike as our burn package. And then a couple cards I'm trying out. Raze the Effigy. So I wanted cards to be proactive as much as possible. All our burn can also go face. Effigy can deal with the artifacts. This is an artifact set. People are trying to cheat in big artifacts. So this destroys an artifact for 1 mana. Worst case, it's just a pump for 1 mana plus 2/2 for the turn. Abrade's removal and artifact destruction. There's a lot of soldiers decks going around. And then Reckless Impulse is 2 mana, basically draw 2 cards in this deck. 20 lands. So we'll give it a shot. We might tweak it along the way. So as always with my deck list, check out the final list, as that's kind of as we play out these decks, we see what works, what doesn't. But largely, like, we played a bunch of different decks. We got artifacts, mono black aggro. We got cheating into play 1 with the multiverse, mono green Gwenna combo. A lot of cool decks all up on the YouTube, so definitely check those out. I'll be back on the weekend with the meta breakdown as well. This looks good. So we have to choose between giving this a buff or giving this a buff. Depending on what they're on, it'll indicate what we want to buff onto. We're already at 3 lands, so we only played 20. The easiest thing to upgrade the mana base is if you have these channel land in mono red. Play that, and if you have the new Mishra's creature lands, I'd play that as well. Let's do this one because they'd have to take 2 damage even if they have like Fading Hope. So this looks like mono blue potentially. So we baited the make disappear. We could have waited for the following turn, but how much damage is this? So that would be 4, 7, 9, 12. Turn 4 lethal. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, the Mishra creature line would be really big for the deck. The flashback to drop the red adversary. Oh, ham hock time. Sorry, I just woke up, so I am a little sleepy. Fellow streamer and friend, Hamhawk. We did coverage together for the last... So this is actually an interesting line. I think we go Swifty and Kumano. And then next turn, if I draw a land, I could go Electrostatic Phoenix Chick. Alright, we're gonna have to read some of this stuff. Vigilance, put it on an assembly worker. So I want to get the counter here. Just smark really hard. Next turn I can do the infantry. I have a Abrade if they're an artifact deck. Flesh Gorger is generally a scary card, but we got the answers. Classic Raze the Effigy tech. Opponent's playing dual lands and mythics, and we're just like, here is a 1/1. Holy, a giant raven just flew by my window. That one caught me off guard. Alright, playing Blacker Lotus. We ran into them yesterday. I think we keep this. Swiftspear, Electrostatic, go to town. The fact I can't unlock the art for this yet, very upsetting. How do I let him know that I foiled out my Pauper deck? Probably still do this. Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. I want to get this going. It does expose us a bit. But next turn either I can go double burn spell. So yeah, they're going to use that there. So we'll hold back here. If I can get some counters on this for the next turn or two. So this is the line I was saying. You should play this if you have it. Or if you have the wild cards for it. Start with you. Come on, opponent. So generally the rule is you're not supposed to concede unless you're like lethals being presented on board. Like we let them do their thing. I'm sorry, my budget mono red deck is far superior. It's gonna be like pretty funny if we can pull off like a 10-0 with this deck. Like some decks opponents are playing are not tuned, but if we're able to take out like big life linkers or stuff like that. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger is probably my favorite card so far. Mr. Stephen Croak. Croakies. So I'm probably going to go Kumano, and then depending, I was watching this morning while I was making coffee, Croakies was on Is It Artifacts. So next turn I can either set up a Swiftspear Infantry, think we do this and just set up a big Prowess turn next turn. Because I can play with fire the Thalia, and then I could play Kumano and put a bunch of counters. Guardian's gonna be annoying. Let's get these as big as possible. So they can discard here. They go Sarah Paragon, it's a bit annoying. We need one more burn spell probably. Just get these a little bit larger. We also have this Dwarven Forge-Chanter. Another Thalia. Okay, some mono white soldiers. Burn spell. Another Infiltree. Tad annoying. Probably should have attacked first. We'll hold off. We need like any of our burn here. We get like one burn spell, we're off to the races. Really just any spell. We're getting prowess on a bunch of stuff. Because now they're going to be able to start drawing cards, which makes Guardian better. We just kind of gotta wait till we found. Give me Reckless, give me Effigy, give me like anything at this point. Any spell. Any spell. Honestly, even like the Phoenix chick just attacking in the air. So now they can start getting bigger, which is a bit of a problem. Thank you. Go 3/4. So I'm going to do this before blockers. We're going to take the Valiant Veteran off the battlefield because then it lets me trade favorably with some of these other creatures. I'm going to lose 1 to the Thalia. Actually, no, it becomes a 3/4. Kroki's in the tank trying to figure out what kind of witchcraft we can have. So I think we still get rid of Valiant here. Notably with Kumano they exile so they don't get the boost. They can discard here, but those will also die. Might have had lethal like another way, but this pretty much shores it up for us. Okay, collected company. Alrighty. Taken down. Little prowessies. Little budget magic. Curious what the comments are in his stream. One mana. I think we pass. Ooh. Alright. We are gonna hope we hit a second mana source. Got there. Never didn't have it. Quirion Beast Color. So we'll do this. Next turn I have another Anger. I can put it on the Dwarven Forge-Chanter. We'll see how big we have to get, because this also will give +2 next turn, so even it might just be throw it on the infantry. It'll depend what we draw for the turn. Literally drawn 3 straight lines. Four straight lines. So we're like a spell from winning. We'll see how it plays out. Well, that's terrifying. To impress chick, show him your Phoenix chick. So when it enters the battlefield with 3 counters for each green spent on it, and it enters the battlefield if you spent for each white, you get to put counters on other creatures. So it's like green-white counters. They're gaining 2 a turn, which is a bit unfortunate. It's probably just like load up the extraction specialist, because like you could still just have huge swaths of life even if it trades for the turn. Like I'm pretty priced into excuse me, just throwing like this infantry in front of it. My infantries have been outscaled. Yikes, another clay champion. I don't think I could. Almost. So I'm gonna save this for the following turn. Actually, with Jugan, we might need to take Jugan off the battlefield. I'm doing this because I get the Prowess trigger on their turn. I can't attack in this turn, so Prowess is less impactful. Why didn't it give me a chance to respond? Not what I wanted to happen. I wanted to have a chance. I thought you have to pay like the 2 times. It goes 2 triggers on the stack, but I guess it went all at once. I wanted to kill it in response. Think I'm dead. 10, 18. Just where I like to be. Alright, Reckless Impulse. Raze Effigy. You just got effigied! That's very, like, it's still not good in any way. The effigy's been okay. Like, we just kind of stumbled. The problem is, like, we need another card draw. Something to be able to draw out of these situations, which we just don't have. We mulliganed, and then we drew just a little bit too much in terms of creatures. Then just throwing out huge creatures also kind of sucked. It's gonna sound crazy, but huge life linkers. Trouble for mono red. Kumano into following drop. Okay, so they're on some sort of Reanimator deck. Likely Kodama. I usually prefer getting this, but we'll see if they bring out like black mana. Okay, so now they got their self-mill. Let's take a chance. Obviously, this is a better card than the Dwarven Forge. So, enters battlefield, you would put a line from among them. Yeah, they have to cut down. Was hoping they didn't. I want to save that for Titania. They already have the Titania land. See if they take a block here. It's not great, but a 1/4 is going to stonewall me quite a bit, so I want to get it off the battlefield. This lets me proactively use Reckless Impulse. Hagar's Elliot Dragon streamer, very good player. Wormagoyf. Ermagad, it's Termagoyf. Cityscape Leveler is good. Ah, shit. You know what you don't want to see as mono red? 2 Tarmogoyfs. We are gonna get leveled so hard. Go check. We're in defensive mode. We really can't do much against 5/6s. Hopefully this just finds us some more card draw. And then just hope we can go into the skies. Okay, so this works on their upkeep that they get Titania. Nope. Okay, that's what we want to start with. All right, we got some fatty. 13/13 with reach. Opponent got us here. Couldn't do much. Like when your Reckless Impulse hit. You know we can't beat? 13/13. Okay. Cool. We'll take it. Alright, all in all, like... Oh, sorry about that. It really wasn't too bad. We got some good wins out of the deck. Like, you need to play a fairly low land count, and there's just not the best cycling effects. Raze the Effigy actually really wasn't too bad. Seeing if I can get these stats from Untapped. We are MTGA. No data available. Sometimes with the client, but yeah, let me know what you think about this one. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great one. Stay safe out there.